wrong place. Close.
Good morning. So we're just about to whip off and have a very quick breakfast, and then we are whizzing over to Hollywood Studios, which we should have done on our first day of the holiday, but because of the whole car saga we didn't get to go there.
Car saga?
So we are...
Is it holidays for old cars, is it? Car saga?
So we are whipping off to breakfast very quickly, and then we're going to go to Hollywood Studios. We did message Tom from Tom Does Disney last night to say that we'd like to catch up with him, because he was sort of pleased to hear we were over here, so hopefully at some point we might be able to do that as well. Yeah, we'll get to go on Toy Story. I think we've got a couple of fast passes, but not the ones that I had on Tuesday when we arrived, which were some really good ones, but we have got Toy Story Mania today, and also we can go and have a first look at Galaxy's Edge, which will be quite interesting, yeah. So see if what the queues are like on the Millennium Falcon. Probably very long, but you know, we could try and give it a go maybe. Anyway, excuse the wet hair, but we're in a rush this morning, so off to breakfast. We'll see you later. First look at the Skyliners as we're driving into Hollywood Studios, catching a glimpse of them. I don't know how still I can keep with this camera, but I think they open fairly soon. They may open a couple of days before we leave, or it may be just after we leave, I'm not sure. But look, there they are. Hollywood Studios. Yeah, so here we are. Right, so here we go into a bit we've never been before. Right, going into France. Slightly different, but fast past Toy Story Mania. I used to have one of those. You're not walking at the moment. So we're now trying to find the popsicle wall because Abigail has told us that these are the Instagram walls you just must have. So popsicle, bubblegum and purple. So let's go and do them. Oh, there's the checkerboard one. Ah, popsicle, found it. Okay. swirling saucers. That was fun. And we are now entering Batuu, the Star Wars land, for the first time.
Is it? Oh, well,
What do you mean, is it?
what's the galaxy's edge?
Well, this is what this is, Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, right, so
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Here we go, going in for the first time. It looks quite impressive. I have to say Toy Story Land's really big, isn't it? We're quite impressed with that.
Yeah.
It's quite huge, especially compared to Paris. It seems huge, but oh my goodness, look at this. This is amazing. Look at the detail. Look how big it is. Oh wow. Oh, stormtroopers! Oh gosh.
I want to go like there. But we have people at Falcon.
Can you take a picture and then?
I would love.
Oh, you brought more decoys.
Yeah, that's why we're so good at it.
I think we need a war.
Gosh, mega busy in here. Theming is amazing. Alright, so this is where you get these Ronto wraps everyone's been raving about. Ah, look, popcorn. Gosh, there's just so much to take in. Oh wow, look at that.
You gotta hold it right here.
Millennium Falcon does say 60 minutes, but it goes from there, it goes all the way along there, all the way around there, all the way out the back somewhere, and then all the way around over there. I can't see how that would only be 60 minutes, but the single rider line isn't quite as long. So I think maybe we might try and do it as a single rider later. But this is very impressive. Wow, it is crazy busy in here. Crazy busy. Really hard to walk around and actually see anything. Filming's quite hard because you just keep getting in everybody's way. But yeah, it's crazy busy. That Millennium Falcon is quite impressive. Millennium Falcon to give it a go. Apparently they can't give you, the standby is 55 minutes, but they can't give you an estimated on this because they just need to fill the seats. So she said it could be shorter, it could be longer. There's no idea. So give it a go and see what happens, I suppose. So, just a quick update. The day hasn't quite gone as we planned. So, Gary and I decided we were going to go on the Millennium Falcon, and the standby queue was about an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they had a single rider, and they couldn't guarantee how quick it was, but the line did seem to be going down quite good. So we joined the line, and I started to feel unwell. So I left the line and left Gary to actually go on it, and by the time he got off I was very unwell, and we basically had to leave the park straight away. Drove back because where we're staying is only about 10 minutes away from Disney, door to door, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we drove back here and spoke to reception about seeing a doctor, and they were really good and phoned through for us. Phoned through to the Rosen Centre, I think it was, wasn't it? Or was it Dr. Rosen? I can't remember. But anyway, it was Turkey Lake Road, and they were really good, and they said they'd see me straight away. So we then got in the car and drove up there, and saw a very nice doctor who sorted me out with some antibiotics and some other tablets, and then actually phoned the chemist for us as well, because one lot of tablets she didn't have. So she actually phoned the chemist and arranged for them to actually have it all ready for us so that we didn't have to wait around. So I have to say, you know, thumbs up for that. That was really good. But obviously it's taken the afternoon and I'm still not feeling that great, so we just had to abandon today again, really. So we're not having much luck really so far, because we had to abandon plans for the car going wrong. We've had to abandon plans when I didn't feel well earlier in the week. But yeah, so I'm quite surprised I've actually managed to battle on with what I've had wrong. And hopefully now, with the antibiotics and the other tablets I've got kicking in, hopefully give it a day or so and I'll be feeling all right. But I have to say, I'm never ever going to moan.
There's a heron down there.
Oh, is there? Oh yeah.
God.
Can you see it? But I'm never ever going to moan again about the NHS and paying for prescriptions. Gary will, because he moans about everything. But we have just paid, or rather I have just paid, nearly £400 for a consultation and a small pot of tablets. And the other tablets that she didn't have are an antibiotic that I have at home. And she's basically given me 5 days worth. 2 a day for 5 days.
That's 10.
Yeah.
No, it's a 5. 5 days.
5 days.
Yeah, 5 days.
And that has just, we've gone to the chemist to collect them, and she said, I said, oh, do I pay again for them when I get there, or is it included in this price? And she said, oh no, you pay when you get there, but don't worry, they're cheap. So I was thinking, oh okay.
I was thinking like £8 for prescription.
Yeah. So I have just paid nearly £60 for a pot of 10 tablets. I just find it quite sad in a way that Americans have to, I mean, I know they have insurance, but not everybody can afford the insurance. And I just think it's really sad that there must be people in this country who are suffering, who really need medication and to see doctors and things, who just can't afford to. And I just think, I know we all moan about the NHS in lots of ways, but I think it's, you know, it's a brilliant thing, really, when you look at it. And I know, like Gary always says, oh, but I pay for it through taxis and everything. Yeah, I know, but even so, if you think about, you know, in our family particularly, unfortunately, we've been a sickly lot. We've had a lot of things wrong with us over the years. And if we actually added up all the cost...
Speak.
Okay, well, says the man who's had how many operations?
Yeah, as a result of one collision.
Yeah, but even so, you would have had to have paid for all those.
Yeah.
So if you look at what you would have had to have paid for, I just think the NHS is wonderful, and I'm never ever going to moan about it again. So there we go. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to you for now. We are going to...
I'm fine.
We are...
Just swallow something.
We are going to have to wander out and try and get something to eat at some point, because we haven't really eaten a lot today. We had some breakfast and a pretzel.
We'll catch that heron.
Yeah. Or get the heron to catch some fish.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Get the fish.
Yeah, so we've literally had breakfast and a pretzel today, so we do need to have something else, especially as I've got to eat with these tablets. So yeah, so we're going to go off and try and do that. But I was just going to say, Gary can probably talk you through what it was like on the Millennium Falcon, which I really wanted to do. So hopefully once I'm feeling a bit better, we've still got a week left, so hopefully I can get back there.
It's a bit like you have a crew of 6, so you actually sit, obviously you're sitting in the bit of the Millennium Falcon that they fly from, that almost like that pod that protrudes from it. So you sit in that, and that's the cockpit, and you have a crew of 6, you have 2 pilots at the front, followed by 2 gunners and then 2 engineers at the back. So it's just 2 rows of 3 seats in tandem with an aisle down the middle with obviously a big dashboard. So
what was you?
Engineer at the back. So every now and then alarm buttons are coming on all this control panel down the side, but so as they're coming on, just having to knock them all off, cancel them out, which is technically fixed. I'm not sure what they're doing, but I managed to get rid of them. The 2 pilots, one controls the up and down pitch, the other one controls the left to right, and the gunners in the middle fire the guns. But yeah, it's good, excellent. Pretty smart. The whole thing when you went up inside, it's very good inside. It doesn't look like you're going in. It looks like you're going into the Millennium Falcon.
Thing is, we decided to go on the single rider because I know it's probably different here, but like when we go to Paris and we always go on the single rider on Ratatouille, and sometimes you end up on the same rat anyway. You might be sitting in front and behind each other. But to be honest, once you get on these rides, you don't really talk to each other or anything anyway, because you're just immersed in what you're doing. So,
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, Ratatouille, that holds 6 people, and these pods hold 6 people. So it's a similar sort of thing. You know, you very rarely get a party with 6. There's always odd numbers, so the single rider queue is just almost constantly moving. They're putting 2 in. Then 1 in, 2 in that one in, and another 2 in.
So if anyone's coming over and they want to try that, I would say definitely do single rider if you don't mind being. If you really, really want to be with somebody, then obviously you'll have to stand in the long queue. But I mean, the main queue went literally around the park and back again, didn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I mean, in the time it took me
as you go into single rider bit, it splits.
Yeah.
It splits in 2. It sort of goes around the corner and upstairs and then doubles back when it's up upstairs till you get to the flight deck level. So it's always that one queue splits into 2 queues. And I don't know how many pods there are there. There's obviously a lot more than one. Probably a bit like Star Tours. They've got 6, 5, 6. And it is a bit like Star Tours. It's a bit like Star Tours. Obviously looking out, you're obviously flying the thing, and it's a bit like Star Tours but without the 3D glasses.
But anyway, yeah, recommend single rider if you don't mind being split up, because Gary was really, really quick, and literally in the time it took us to walk in there, for me to turn around and walk out, and I managed to go to the toilet, buy a bottle of water, come back, and you were virtually out.
Yeah.
So
you probably only never about. You're probably in there for about the same length of time during the Star Tours, or I think it's probably that sort of length, 5 minutes maybe. It just seems like we was in there for a while, but it probably wasn't that long.
Anyway, we're going to say goodbye for now. Might film later if we do go and have something to eat, but I think I'm just going to have a little bit of a lay down for a minute, and Gary can chill out here on the veranda. Catch some fish, yeah, and we'll catch you later. And I'm going to have to rejiggle all our plans because we have done hardly anything that we wanted to do. We were supposed to be going to Kennedy on this trip. We were supposed to be going to Universal to go to Diagon Alley. We were also going to do Discovery Cove with SeaWorld, and none of those things got booked because we had a lot of stuff going on at home. Which kind of took our attention away from the holiday for a while. So we never finally got around to booking those things. And in a way now, it's just as well because we wouldn't have had time to fit them all in. So we'll just have to come back again and do it another time, won't we?
We can go back tomorrow.
What do you mean?
Go back to the park tomorrow.
No, I'm saying about Discovery Cove and Diagon Alley and Kennedy and all that kind of thing. We'll have to come back again. We'll have to have another trip. I know you're trying to evade that and you're trying to actually make it sound like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, anything's possible, isn't it?
Yeah. Gary's not been coping with the heat at all, have you? It's been a bit of a grumpy boots, to be quite honest.
Now, so I mean, this is like what time is it now? About 6:30.
Yeah.
It's about 6:30, and it's it's bearable for me now. Of course, mid-morning, lunchtime, it was just.
But we have been here when it's been hotter, and that's what I don't understand.
Maybe I just don't cope with it.
He's just getting old now.
It's just knocking me out. I just can't concentrate. It gets so hot.
Yeah, he has been a real grumpy boots the whole time. Anyway. Enough of us, and we'll catch you later. See you later, folks.
Bye.
That was a bit rude. Say goodbye nicely.
Bye. Bye nicely.
Yeah. So we popped across the road to Applebee's, and we've just been playing on the trivia, and we've got a podium, second place on the trivia. So Gary has got. What have you got to eat, Gary?
Bourbon cheese.
You have to speak up a bit.
Bourbon street chicken and shrimp. Something shrimp.
So
Right, shrimp.
that looks very nice.
And
It's very
potato
hot.
and chicken.
It's really bubbly.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
really nice. And I wasn't feeling that hungry. I still don't feel that well. I wasn't feeling that hungry. So I said I'd go for an appetizer, kind of a starter. And I thought I'd just have some nachos. And this is what has come. It's absolutely huge. I mean, that's just a starter. So, yeah. That'd be interesting to try and get through all that as a starter.
Still cooking, it's pretty hot there.
Yeah. Yeah, but this looks really nice. It's really reasonably priced in Applebee's as well.
I might give that
How much was your one? About 16.
16, I think.
Yeah, about $16, and mine was 11. So yeah, really good value. So we're going to tuck in.